everybody, how's it going? And welcome to my review of The Gentleman, the latest film from writer-director Guy Ritchie. So this film stars Matthew McConaughey as, let's call him a businessman named Mickey Pearson. And Mickey Pearson just happens to have the biggest marijuana drug business you could ever imagine. 12 plantations around England. And he's looking to get out of this business. He's looking to sell it off. But in the meantime, there's a whole bunch of other shady characters who are trying to get their hands on it. And so what we have here is kind of a typical Guy Ritchie British gangster crime story where, yeah, a whole bunch of people are trying to do him over. And in the meantime, this story is being told from the point of view of a photo investigator played by Hugh Grant, who is trying to blackmail someone, and he's kind of going through, like, narrating the whole story, so we sort of see it play out as it happened. Now, going into this film, look, I wasn't hugely looking forward to it, to be honest. Like, I'm just not a really huge fan of that sort of British crime, drama, comedy sort of genre, but, like, you know, films like Snatch, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, they're movies that I enjoyed, but not the kind of films that I tend to revisit a lot. So with this one, like, when I saw the trailer, I was kind of, take it or leave it. But the one thing that actually really inspired me was a glowing review from my friend Ashley over at the Movie Oracle, who really sung praises about this film. And I'm so glad I went, because I had such a great time watching this film. One of the biggest surprises for me was the fact that ordinarily I can't stand Hugh Grant, because he plays that same doddering idiot character who stutters a lot. Yeah, or something like that. That's kind of terrible. But I loved him in this film. I wouldn't be surprised if his performance got a whole bunch of award nominations or something, because he was really good in this film. He was so enjoyable to watch. He definitely didn't play that doddering fop that he normally plays. Everyone in this film, like the whole film was populated with really interesting and imaginative characters. The performances right across the board were great. Matthew McConaughey was really good. He sort of played more of a subdued character, but yeah, he was great. But another standout for me was Charlie Hunnam as his kind of right-hand man Raymond. There was something about that guy's performance that was just really engaging. He was one of these people that he's kind of a terrible person, but at the same time, just really likable. Like, that's the thing, he brought a lot of charisma to the role, and yeah, I really dug him. The cast overall pretty much was a big boys club. The only real sort of main female character was played by Michelle Dockery, who played Rosalind, Mickey's wife, and yeah, but what she did with the role was great. She was a very powerful, strong character. But yeah, I really dug her. I dug her performance, I liked her character. The dialogue throughout this film was great as well. It wasn't, you know, it was one of those cases where it was just movie dialogue. It wasn't realistic in any sort of way. But it was like watching a Tarantino film, you know, where the dialogue is just cool. Like, the way that people spoke in this film, yeah, it was just pure movie dialogue, but yeah, it's a movie, so why not? I also really appreciated how the film was made. The editing was really clever. There was some great use of sound leading up to new scenes or sort of insert shots and stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of cleverness to this film. And one thing I did notice, and I don't know if anyone else would notice this, but pay attention to the opening scene, no spoilers, but in a pub where someone's pouring beer from a tap, have a look at the name of, like, the brand of beer on the tap. Like, I thought that was a really clever little Easter egg. And there pretty much wasn't a dull moment throughout the entire thing. There were a few good twists and turns, particularly towards the end. A few unexpected things in the story. I think the only thing that kind of let it down a little for me was that there were a lot of characters to try and keep track of. A lot of pieces in motion at any given time. And it did sort of make the plot a little convoluted here and there. That being said, it wasn't to the point where it loses you too much. Like, there were moments where you kind of gotta think back, like, okay, hang on, who did what here and stuff, but you do pick up the pace again pretty quickly. And aside from that, I guess at the end of the day, even though what Guy Ritchie did with the story was really good, it didn't really feel like anything that we hadn't seen before. The plot didn't really feel all that fresh. But yeah, look, overall, I'm just really surprised with how much I liked it. And yeah, I was kind of sitting there from the start, sort of thinking to myself, like, yeah, it's probably going to be a film that you know, I'll watch it once and then never have to see it again. But in all honesty, yeah, I think I would actually buy it on Blu-ray. Maybe not on day one when it first comes out, but I can't be too sure of that. There might actually come a point where I'm like, God damn, I need to see that movie again, because it was really good. I would strongly recommend The Gentleman especially if you're a Guy Ritchie fan and you like that subgenre of film, like I said, the British crime gangster film. You're definitely going to have a great time with this film, and I'm going to give The Gentleman an 8.5 out of 10. So there you go, that's my thoughts on The Gentleman, and a big thanks to Ashley for giving it such a great review and, inspiring me to go see it. So yeah, look, I'd heartily recommend going and seeing it, and if you have already seen it, I would love to know what you guys thought of it. So drop me some comments either here, Facebook, or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.